What's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. 3-4 motherfucking 6. Those my niggas, man. Part of a little rap group called 346, man. Those are my niggas, man. A lot of them niggas, bro. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man. Podcasting time. You know what I mean? A lot of people be requesting me to do this. You feel me? Just to start this thing off, man, first off, fuck everybody. Like, if you don't fuck with me, fuck you, suck my dick, fuck your mother, I hope your grandmother die. Like, it's really gonna be on that type of time with me when it comes to this podcast. Like, I'm wilding on niggas. Like, I'm super wilding. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people say that I have a powerful voice, I got a platform and shit like that, but listen, man, I've always been one that when niggas show that they want them issues, man, I'm with whatever. You understand? And with this battle shit, it comes a time when it's like enough is enough. You feel me? Like, if you don't like the going back and forth online, keep my name out your mouth. Keep the trap out your mouth. Keep Peso out your mouth. Keep anybody I fuck with out your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be a retaliation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, as far as just, and I mean, I'm not even talking like on no street shit or nothing like that, but you know, people tend to talk out their ass, and then when you respond to them, they try to make you the bad guy. Like, oh, why you even saying something? It's like, no, it's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? So we not running around picking on niggas. We just addressing shit that needs to be addressed. You know, and people don't like it. You understand? I know we in like a bitch-made society at this point. There's a lot of bitch-ass niggas out there. It's a lot of niggas wearing skinny jeans and colorful teeth and colorful hair. And, you know, people dressing like costume characters on a fucking regular day. Like, that's what this shit is. Like, when you go outside, this shit look like Halloween. Because everybody dressing all weird and shit. And I'm from Harlem, man. I'm born in 88. I come from an era where all this shit that's going on now, like, this shit wouldn't have flew back in the 90s, huh? You understand? Like, niggas would have beat you niggas up walking down the block looking the way half y'all niggas is looking. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm cut from an entirely different cloth. I'm cut from a cloth of a moral fabric where, you know, it actually meant something to be honorable, to be a man of your word. You know, we all human, we all make mistakes and hiccups happen sometime, but you got to be a man of your word to the best of your ability. And if you can't keep to your word, then you have to communicate. And communication is a big part of keeping relationships, whether it's a bitch you fucking, whether it's your mans, whether it's your family, whether it's business. You know, you have to communicate things. And everything I say kind of ties into, you know, other areas of life because, you know, life where everything is woven as one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it may seem like things are not intertwined and things are separate, but overall, there's a lot of key things that, you know, tie into others. You understand? That's why people do psychology and they study the human brain, because when they see certain activity, a lot of times it stems from something else that could be wrong. So, you know, life is just really one big tangled web out here. You understand? And, you know, to keep order and to keep things copacetic and status quo, like, there's a certain way things have to be run. And with this podcast, this is what I'm going to be doing. Like, I'm going to be speaking my piece on things from a moral standpoint and also from a standpoint of understanding why certain things may be going on or why people may be doing certain things from a personal aspect. But it's all about restoring order. And, you know what I mean? When they talk that Make America Great Again shit, fuck what Trump talking about. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about just get it back to a point where motherfuckers is actually honorable. You feel me? Like, it's just a lot of weird shit going on, you know. And the 4.5 years I've been a battle rap league owner, I have never in my life seen so much fuck shit, bitch ass niggas, faggot ass niggas, pussy ass niggas, a bunch of internet gangster motherfuckers who e-thug from their computer. I have never seen so many bitch ass niggas in one spot in my fucking life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this shit is a travesty. Like, this shit is something else. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like all the bitch ass niggas from all the different projects across the world found this battle rap shit and are now trying to be something that they couldn't be when they was in their hood. You understand what I'm saying? Like, growing up, like, I'm from Colonial Projects. Growing up, like, I really had to fight with the next projects over just to fucking get to school. You understand? Like, I live right next to Polo Grounds. Like, niggas used to get bodied out there. Like, on a regular basis. Like, niggas used to stay getting bodied. You feel me? And me, you know, living in the area, like, I experienced having to fight my way to get to the bus stop and fight my way to get down into the train station just so I can get to school. You understand? Like, this was really part of my struggle growing up. So, I really done been through shit. But, you know, the rest of you niggas, man, the rest of you niggas barely even fucking been outside. And if you was outside, like, niggas used to rob y'all niggas and beat y'all niggas up all the time. And that's why y'all niggas come into battle rap. And now all of a sudden, y'all niggas want to be somebody because you niggas think you a little bit nice at rapping, that you could possibly get some cool points. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of you battle rap niggas, I look up and down you niggas' Facebook pages. A lot of y'all niggas, y'all family don't support what y'all do because they don't know y'all rapping, because they don't believe in y'all rap career, because y'all niggas never been through nothing, so they know y'all shit is fucking fraud. Y'all don't have no friends that's tagging y'all in y'all battles and really supporting like that. Like, let me tell you, one of the people I gotta shout out, Don Dollar. You know what I mean? Shout out to him, Trap Shit, Trap New York. He already know what it is. He from Allentown. You know, he from Allentown, PA. I think he was born in the Bronx. But, you know, Allentown, PA is where he, you know, reside at. And when his battles drop and you go down his page the next day, no bullshit, you'll see like 75 to 100 niggas tagging him in a post like, yeah, check out Don Dollar new battle. No exaggeration. 75 to 100 people tagging this man that they watched his battle. A lot of you niggas do not have that, son. Like, where the fuck is the support from the people that surround you? Like, what are y'all niggas doing? Like, who are y'all niggas? Who are y'all outside of this battle rap shit? Like, who do y'all niggas grow up as? You understand? Like, I be trying to figure that shit out. And one of the things I wanna kind of touch on is just, you know, just niggas gotta learn how to separate the real niggas from these false niggas. Like I'm gonna give y'all an example of some shit, right? To show y'all how serious it is on my side, right? On my Facebook, my main Facebook page, which is currently blocked because they caught me using the FAG word on Facebook from back in 2013, and I guess maybe I started getting a little bit too much traffic on my posts, so they sent bots to try to, I guess, examine my old posts and shit like that, just searching certain words. So, like, they would block my account. Like, first, I got a block for, like, 12 hours, right? When I got off that block, I went and logged back into my page, and I get another block because they're running up old posts. It's like serving consecutive sentences for fucking crimes and shit. Like, they find out you did this, they give you this amount of punishment. Word, once that punishment is lifted, then they find out you did this, and now you're being hit with another punishment. So if it went from being blocked for 12 hours, and currently I'm blocked for 30 days out of my shit. So I'm using my my backup page. I got like 2 backup Facebook pages, you feel me? So on my main Facebook page, right, I got probably about 3,000 friends. Out of that 3,000, no lie, no exaggeration, as far as people that I actually know, I mean like people that I really met in person, could shake hands and shit like that, it's at least 1,000 people. And I'm gonna explain why. Growing up, I wasn't exactly the best behaved kid. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was always smart, always, you know, got decent grades and shit like that. But the problem was I always had a pride issue. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like nobody fucking with me. So let's say for example, right? You throw a piece of paper at me, trying to be funny. I get up and I knock you out. Like, that was what I did growing up because I didn't like people bothering me. So it was always like, people will fuck with me, but my reaction would be so crazy that I would be the one getting in trouble. It would make people completely forget that somebody else initiated the issue with me. But being that I retaliated in such a cruel manner, I gotta feel, the blunt of, what's going on and shit like that. So, I would get in trouble a lot of times. And it also led to me getting kicked out of schools. So, don't forget, we discussing my Facebook friends list, right? So, I'm just giving y'all a little bit of my history. From pre-K up until about 3rd or 4th grade, I was in PS 46, which is on 159th Street and 8th Avenue from my old hood. Like, that's the school right across the street. So I went there from, I think it was 4th grade I got kicked out of there. Right? So I wound up going to another school, PS 133. I'm going to PS 133. Same shit is going on. Except I'm with a crowd of completely new people who have to get used to, how I am. Leave me alone. Don't fuck with me. Like, and still getting into trouble. Like, my mom's had to come and sit in class with me before. Like, that's how bad it was. You understand what I'm saying? So I was in that school for 2.5 years or so. I wound up doing 4th and 5th grade in there. And I end up going to another school for 6th grade. Like, my behavior is so bad that they not on some like, yo, it's just 6th grade. It's the last year he's going to be here. Let him just finish out the year. No, when I started 6th grade, I was fucking up there too. So I wound up going to PS 194 on 144th Street between 8th and 7th. So this is 3 different elementary schools I'm in. You understand? Like, I'm getting kicked out of schools, left and right and shit like that. Now, again, Facebook friends list. Do not forget this key thing that, we're going to bring it back to. Later on in future podcasts, I'll get more in depth with a lot of situations that went on at these places. But, again, after 6th grade, I finished 6th grade up at 194, right? So now it's middle school time. 7th and 8th grade. I wound up spending it in one school, RMLA, which is the Renaissance Military and Leadership Academy, which is in a school. The whole school is 43, but 43 has multiple schools in it. Like, it's 43. It's like I think it's 275, and then it's the Military Leadership Academy, and this is where I was for 7th and 8th grade. Now, let me tell you how crazy it was. Like I said, y'all just know, I just told y'all about me having to be in 3 different elementary schools, right? When I get to 7th grade, that very first week, I'm seeing so many fucking people that I ran into going through these different elementary schools. So my name spreads around the school pretty quick. You understand? Because I have so many people that know me. It's like, you hearing my name on the loudspeaker, somebody goes, damn, that Tyrell Reed still getting in trouble? And a person will respond, you know Tyrell Reed? Yeah, he was in my school. Word, he was in my elementary school too. Like, you understand? It was one of those type of things with me. You feel me? So my name got around pretty quick, and it's still the same bullshit. Still getting in the fight, still beating niggas up. Again, always had good grades on tests because I actually did my work. I actually went to school and wasn't really cutting like that, but it was just, always my behavior. And that would be the main point where I would, fail certain classes, or if I didn't fail, I would get like a 65 or a 75 just because my behavior is just on such a bad level. Nobody can ever dispute my work. You understand? So, again, Facebook friends list. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And, then we have high school. 9th grade, I'm in Park West. 10th grade and the first month of 11th, I'm in Frederick Douglass Academy. Frederick Douglass Academy is such a, critically acclaimed school at the time. I don't know how it is now because I'm not too versed on how the school system is now. I don't got kids and shit like that, so that's not really my field to be giving a fuck about. But I was there 10th, all the 10th grade. I was there all the 10th grade because I was in a program called No Child Left Behind. My mom's put me in, to try to, give me a better schooling. I end up there in 10th grade and the first couple months of 11th, and my grades are so bad that I got to catch up on credits. So they send me to this program, basically Minisync. The building is on, what was that, 143rd, 142nd, and Lenox Avenue. It's right there by the park. If you're from Harlem, you know what Minisync is. I don't even got to explain that. You understand? But I wound up going there. That was more like a catch-up program. I did that, and then I wound up going to a school called The Door. The school I was in was Unity, but The Door was down there on Spring Street and Varick Street next to what school was that? That was Chelsea we was across the street from, but it was one of those special program schools that had it had a GED school and it had all sorts of programs and shit. And even from there, I wound up dropping out and getting my GED. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the year, they told me, to actually finish school. I'm in 12th grade. They saying to finish school, I'm going to have to do a whole nother year plus summer school plus night school. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. I drop out. I get my GED. I take the GED test and I actually pass it on the first try. So many people telling me they had to take it twice or 3 times and shit. I passed that shit first try. That shit was easy as hell. You know what I mean? I paid attention to my work in school. In high school, I was cutting so much. I wasn't fighting as much because I'm on a different level mentally. I'm dealing with bitches mostly. So I'm cutting school and fucking bitches ending up at their house and shit like that. So that was me throughout school. I always had a way to make myself known. I always had a way of not looking for attention, but I just got attention because of how I moved. You feel what I'm saying? Always trying to be on the quiet tip, but when somebody fuck with me, I got to turn all the way up. You know what I mean? All the way up. You feel me? So that was just how I moved. So even after that, going to college, having multiple jobs and shit like that, people always knew who I was. People always could identify with my character. I was never no weird nigga. I was just always a nigga that I fuck with who I fuck with, and that was it. So going back to this Facebook friends list thing, right? The people who are on my Facebook are all people from all of those different schools that I just told y'all about, all of these different jobs that I had. These people actually know who the fuck I am. These are people who were actively, a lot of these people was searching me on Facebook, trying to, just find me and see, how I was doing and shit like that. So these people actually know who the fuck I am, and they know, when I'm on my talking shit and shit like that, they know, I've really sat in the back of classrooms joking on niggas. And that's what I do on social media. So they know what I do online isn't a contradiction to what they actually know me for. You understand what I'm saying? And the problem with a lot of you niggas is, you niggas wasn't, you niggas be rapping about all these guns and all these drugs and shit. Y'all niggas wasn't that growing up, son. That's not who you niggas was growing up. Niggas did not know y'all niggas for that. A lot of y'all was the quiet nigga who nobody fucked with. Y'all found the rapping shit. Y'all was in y'all houses writing and recording this shit, not really living the shit that y'all talking about. Y'all rapping it from other people's perspective and from copying other rappers. And this is the world that y'all wound up getting into. Because nowadays battle rap accepts that. You feel what I'm saying? At one point, to even rap, you had to be a valid nigga where you were. You understand? Like, I was rapping. I've been rapping since I was 16. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you, especially battle rap. Like, battle rap, you could not be out in those streets battle rapping. Like, niggas was battle rapping with guns on them and all types of other shit. Like, you couldn't do that growing up. Like, a lot of you niggas wouldn't have survived in a climate like that. But now that battle rap is open to accepting weirdos and doofuses and people who ain't did a fucking thing in their life, now y'all niggas done found the outlet, which is cool. If you gonna rap to try to get somewhere, you trying to feed your family, cool. Then just rap. But when you outside of that and you on social media and you trying to portray like you something that you not, like, don't get the rapper confused with who the fuck you are as a person. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that persona that you made up as a rapper, like, keep that shit in this fucking ring. You understand? Keep that shit in there. Don't bring that shit to social media and try to act like you bout it when niggas nobody fucking know you, son. Nobody knows you. And that be the thing where I say we gotta separate. We gotta start separating motherfuckers, man. We gotta start separating the real from the fake. We gotta start separating the niggas who really out here with a moral fabric trying to make shit happen from the niggas who are just out here just to be out here and don't really have no knowledge of what's going on and just want to be in the way, just want to be seen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's too many of y'all niggas that don't need to be seen. Y'all don't need to be seen because y'all niggas ain't nobody, man. You feel what I'm saying? So that be the message I be trying to preach when I be talking this shit. Like, man, listen, it's shit that I could go on for it's shit I can go on about for hours. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what we doing with this podcast. You understand? Like, I slipped a lot of information in there about myself to kind of give y'all an introduction to the type of person I am, to who I am personally, and you know, just the type of shit that I've grown up with. Like, y'all gonna hear a lot of my stories. Y'all gonna hear about, like, the time that I got robbed. Y'all gonna hear about the time that I got jumped. Y'all gonna hear about me saving niggas' lives. Y'all gonna hear about me going to Brooklyn to get somebody's jewelry back. Like, you know, you're gonna hear about a lot of different shit on this podcast. You feel what I'm saying? And we also, you know, this is the No Mercy TV channel, so y'all gonna be seeing me doing a lot of things video wise, because that's one of the things I'm trying to do. Like, I want to do skits and mini movies, reenactments of shit that I done been through. I still might get back into doing music. I have a lot of old music that I want to shoot visuals for. So I just really want y'all to just, you know, share in this journey with me. Like, I'm not some nigga who's here to get money. Like, if I do make a few dollars, then cool. But that isn't the driving force behind what I do. Like, I spent a few years doing this battle shit because I wanted to give a platform to people who still are trying to make it somewhere. You understand? Like, that was the whole purpose of No Mercy TV from the beginning. It was to build a platform for people who couldn't be heard. You feel me? And that led to, you know, me wanting to do, you know, Trap New York. You know, the whole Trap New York shit, that shit came from fans. You know, that was something I was heavily requested to do. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy. A lot of the shit that I wind up venturing off and doing be because people say I should do it, just because, like, it's a demand for it. I feel like there's a pocket of people that still need what I have to offer. You understand what I'm saying? So, with this whole podcasting thing, you know, this is another thing. You know, people ask me to get into it. So it's something that I'm definitely going to try to feed the people. I'm going to let y'all know what the real is, and we're going to talk some shit in here. You understand? Like, we going to speak on a lot of shit. We're not going to do the political game. We're not going to do the trying to make motherfuckers happy. No, it's straight, like, fuck a lot of you niggas. Like, no bullshit. Like, y'all going to hear me mad. Y'all going to hear me happy. You know what I mean? I might have guests every once in a while. You know, and we're going to cover a lot of different topics, man. We're going to talk about some video games. You know what I mean? PlayStation Nation. Y'all already know what it is. PSN Gamer Tag, No Mercy Harlem. All y'all Xbox niggas, y'all get out of here. You know what I mean? Android. Team Apple, y'all can get out of here. You know what I mean? So we gonna talk about a lot of different stuff. We might touch on politics every once in a while. I'm not really big on politics. You know what I mean? This shit is really a fucking joke. This shit is a joke. I fucking the Apprentice. The Apprentice. Y'all got this nigga in the office like you crazy? Y'all got this nigga in the office and y'all expect me to take politics seriously? You out your fucking mind. You are out of your fucking mind. Oh, hell no. I already never took politics seriously because the president ain't shit but a puppet. You understand? Like, this is what Congress need a fall guy. They need somebody I could point the finger at to take all the blame for everything while they sit back in their chairs doing what the fuck they want to do to fuck this country up. That's always been what the fuck the presidency is about. I knew that from young. So y'all expect me to sit up here and vote? And no, I don't vote. I don't condone voting. Fuck voting. Make you think your fucking vote count. Like, as an individual, as a human, if you're listening to this, right? Tell me, how do you know that your vote went to the person that you voted for? How do you know? Have you done research? Have you actually went to where the votes are tallied up at? Have you actually went to these places, checked the registry to see if your name is in it? Have you checked the polls with the actual combined polls from all the different states to see that your vote was counted in there? Like, these are things you can't even fathom. But they do the whole election day thing, for one, to get money, because media makes a lot of money off of election day. Why? Because it's such a big event. Everybody's voting for the next president or mayor or whoever the fuck. And being that it's such a big event, because y'all been trained to think that y'all votes count, these motherfuckers get to make money off y'all. You're watching the news all day, watching the votes get tallied up. In between, they're throwing in commercials and things of that nature. This newsreel is sponsored in part by, and they're making money off of this. But y'all are going to continue to think that y'all votes count. You understand? So it's no waking y'all up from that. Y'all are still going to get out and vote. You know, so they're going to continue to get y'all. They're going to continue to do what they can to make this country cater to them, you know. And that's why I don't take politics seriously. Like I said, all of this that's happening is shit that's been happening. I've seen it from young. And, like, I've always had that third eye open. You understand? Like, from very young, I've always been able to see shit for what it was. Like, I don't believe in a lot of the devil-worshipping Illuminati theories that you motherfuckers be coming up with. Like, there's a difference between being woke and being obsessive with conspiracies. And that's what a lot of you motherfuckers are. A lot of you motherfuckers are obsessive. Like, take this girl that died in Chicago, the Kenneka Jenkins girl. A lot of y'all were over excessive on Facebook, just posting all of the footage, posting all of these stupid theories. It's like, yo, y'all are not even in Chicago. Y'all haven't even called up the hotel to see if y'all can get info, see if y'all can book rooms, or see if y'all can even try to get out there to find out what the fuck really going on. Y'all haven't spoken to anybody who was involved. So how the fuck are y'all taking footage that's being spoon-fed to you and coming up with these stupid theories? You understand? Like, I've never seen nothing like that. Like, I know the internet is prone to detective work, but god damn, you motherfuckers overdid it that week. Y'all really did overdo it, and I feel bad for the families, man. Shout out to her family and all the people that really cared for her that were affected by her loss. You understand what I'm saying? Like, those are the people I'm worried about. Y'all motherfuckers with this over excessive detective work, acting like y'all fucking homicide and knocks and shit like that. There's people that get paid 6-figure salaries to handle all that shit. Leave that shit to them, man. You understand what I'm saying? And if something is being covered up, oh well. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not out there marching. Y'all not out there doing anything about this female. You understand? So why are y'all so obsessive? I understand. It's okay to give a fuck. It completely is, but y'all were on another level with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just, you know, how I felt about that. We definitely gonna discuss, you know, further topics like that. We gonna talk about music. You know what I mean? A lot of things that's going on in music, man. Shout out to Cardi being Offset. You know, he proposed during I think it was one of the 444 concerts. Shout out to Hove. You feel what I'm saying? You know, they about to get married and shit. Like, you know, salute to them. You know, it's gonna be a lot of saluting. You know, we gonna show people props. We gonna show people love when they doing right. But when people fucking up, we gonna get on them just as much. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm firm as far as, you know, all these morals and shit go. So we gonna make sure shit done right. Like I said, we gonna restore order in this bitch. You understand? Like, we gonna restore order. Like, oh man, the havoc that I be causing, like with my Facebook posts and certain tweets and shit like that. If y'all think that it's not gonna be way worse on this podcast, oh my God. It is going to be bad. It is going to be super bad. You feel me? So, you know, what we gonna do? We're gonna do an hour a week. We're gonna do an hour a week. You know, cause unbeknownst to a lot of y'all, I like to talk. I like to talk. Like, there be a lot of situations that I'm really passionate about, and I don't trust a lot of people, so I don't talk to a lot of people. But I do be having, like, my mind be kind of overflowing with thoughts. You understand? So there be certain stuff that I do be wanting to discuss. And, you know, just give my opinion on. You feel me? Shit, I might even bring my wife in on my podcast. I love her to death. And plus, one thing about her is that she has a lot of dope insight on a lot of things. Like, she's very intelligent. You know, it's one of the reasons I married her, because she's very smart. She's very intelligent. She can give you, she doesn't give you the just from a female point of view on things. She gives you the how a man might feel. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she can understand it from both spectrums. You know, she can really break it down from both ends. You know how you have some females that they just think with emotion. So when it comes to, you know, debating and talking with them, they're only on that female feelings and emotion shit. Like, you know, this is my wife. You know, she's somebody who could really put all that to the side and really give it to you straight how it should be given to you. You know, so that's just, you know, that's the kind of people you got to surround yourself with. Surround yourself with people who are positive thinkers, people who are optimistic. You feel me? Y'all might be hearing certain weird sounds during these podcasts, because podcasters. What the fuck is wrong with me? I sound like one of you damn mumble rappers. Podcasters. I sound like my man's Big Shaq. My man, man's not hot. That man said I'm squatted it up. Like, squatted it up? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Yo, shout out to him, man. He another dude, like, he just blew up overnight. Like, he funny as hell. He different. He different. And UK niggas already are funny as hell as far as, like, they accents and shit like that. But he just is, like, really like some thugged out goon rapper from the UK, and he is fucking hilarious. Like, if you get a chance, look up Man's Not Hot and watch the official music video. Like, that shit is hilarious. Like, for those of y'all that don't know the history, right? It's he's an actor by the name of Michael Dapper. And he has a series called SWIL, where he plays multiple people, multiple personalities. My bad, y'all. Had to take a short commercial break. You feel me? But yeah, like I was saying about the dude, Michael Dapper, interesting story. Like, I did all my research and everything. He's an actor coming out of United Kingdom. You know, he got a show called hashtag SWIL. It's a web series on YouTube. You can go check it out. Just type in SWIL and it'll come up. It's like 6 episodes. He basically plays, it's a reality show with him playing multiple characters. Like, he plays a police officer, he plays a marriage counselor, and he plays two different rappers. One by the name of MC Quakes and Big Shaq. And the instrumental that he actually is rapping over as Big Shaq, from the clip that everybody's seen, where he did the scrap pop, whatever the fuck he said. The record is called Let's Lurk. It's by a group named 6-7, featuring Gigs. You know, those are rappers out there in London. And as one of his skits as Big Shaq in the web series, he actually got the dudes to get on camera while he rapped for them to try to get on their mixtape. Like, it's just a skit. Like, it's not him really trying to get on their mixtape, but it's just, you know, a skit as part of the series, as part of Big Shaq's storyline as becoming a rapper. So, the freestyle that y'all hear on the radio show that he did with Charlie Sloth, which I'm going to get to, it's actually from that show. Like, when you get a chance, go check out, it's in episode 6. It's past, like, I think around the 35, 36 minute mark. And you'll see the freestyle. Now, from the success of that show is where he was able to get on Charlie Sloth's Fire in the Booth and go on as Big Shaq and do the exact same freestyle with, you know, minor edits. But being that it's on Fire in the Booth, which is the UK equivalent of a Funkmaster Flex freestyle, you know, something like that, you get a lot of popularity. So when he did the whole scrap pop pop thing on the fucking on that show, that's how the shit went viral. And then, you know, it just spiraled out of control. So he actually turned it into a song. The name of the song is called Man's Not Hot by Big Shaq. And then he did a music video for it. The music video is fucking bananas. You feel me? And he just blew up like that. And that's one of those things where it's like, stuff like that happens organically. Like, you're just doing something that you are talented enough to do. You feel like it's part of your craft. You know, you being an actor, you playing multiple roles in your own web series, and it happens to just blow up. And it goes viral. You feel what I'm saying? Like, some of these things, it's going to take work. You know, some people are going viral and achieving fame overnight. Some people going to have to work for it. And he's a dude that worked for his. So everything he's getting now, like his views, his fan base, all of whatever money he's making. He was at the BET Awards. Like, you know, shit like that is a good look for him. So, you know, people like that, you got to salute. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, getting back on topic, you know, this is just discussing some of the things that we're going to be touching on throughout this podcast. We're going to be touching on rap battles, video games, cell phones, sports a little bit, because I'm not really a sports fan. I don't really watch sports like that. Like, I used to when I was younger, but, you know, once you get into the adult life and you got to be working and paying bills and going to school, you kind of push that shit to the side. So that's kind of what I did. Like, some people even rearrange their work schedules based on, like, when football and basketball come on. Like, that's never been me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this money come first. You feel me? So sports ain't really my thing, but, you know, certain shit that happen or certain shit that goes viral, we're gonna touch on. We're gonna speak on a lot, man. We're gonna speak on politics. Not gonna touch religion, because I give zero fucks about religion. Religion is, to me, is just another way to keep the people divided. So I really don't give a fuck about it. Like, we all humans. Like, why the fuck do we all have to worship a different God? Like, get the fuck out of here, please. You know what I mean? Like, science, like, it should be a factual thing that humans were obviously created by one motherfucking being, one motherfucking machine, or one motherfucking essence. So why the fuck is there multiple gods? You understand? So that religion, that shit bullshit. Y'all niggas can have that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, that shit for the birds. You feel me? And we're gonna discuss just other things that are just relevant to life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot going on in this world that needs to be touched on, that needs to be addressed. And I'll be the one to address a lot of that shit. You feel me? We gonna have, who knows? I'll probably include something where I throw in, I might let artists get some burn. Let them niggas send me like a little freestyle or send me a clip of a song for y'all to check out and shit like that. You know, just little stuff like that we gonna get to. Like, we gonna collect notes throughout the week on stuff we should touch on, and then we gonna, you know, pretty much just discuss it here. You know, we gonna touch on music. Oh my God, motorsport. Why did Cardi B body Nicki Minaj like that? Like, that shit was ugly. Now, here's my thing. I don't give a fuck what nobody else got to say. Them bitches were taking shots at each other on that record, man. I don't care. Like, when you got two females on the record and both of them talking about bitches this, bitches that, you know how females are. Females are territorial. Females like having all of the attention. They like having they crown on their head alone. So, come on, man. That was clearly... I'm pretty sure the Migos put that record together to try to simmer or squash whatever issues that people thought they had. But I'm telling you right now, that record probably just made it worse because, listen, man, they were shooting on that record. They were shooting. They were shooting for the heavens, man. For real, for real. Like, you ain't nobody on this planet that could tell me they wasn't. You know what I mean? It was a dope record, too. Like, I was prepared to go online and really post that the record is trash because I can kind of gauge whether a record is going to be fire by who's on it. Like, there was a record that came out years ago. It was Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka, and Soulja Boy. From that lineup, are you going to tell me that you even want to remotely listen to that shit? Like, it just, the lineup alone makes you want to go online and just tweet that the shit is trash without even listening to the shit because you see who's on it. You feel me? And, the record is actually fire. The record is actually fire. Like, to my surprise, the shit was tough. But Cardi B came out. She swinging. She wilding with the punches. Like, the shit she talking on there. Like, she's fire. She's fire. Like, I like how she rap. And Cardi is just, you know, one of them hood New York types. Like, that's why I fucks with her. You know what I mean? I fucks with Nicki, too. Like, Nicki had moments where she was able to get down and really, like... really rap. Like, when you got moments like Monster, you know, shit like that. Like, Nicki hasn't done that in a while. You understand? Like, she still has decent verses here and there, but Monster, like, she hasn't done anything yet that I feel tops that. So that's the standard I hold her to every time she puts something out. You know, so I feel like she got smoked on that record. You know what I mean? It happens. You win some, you lose some. You know, sometimes you don't get a chance to go in and redo your verse. Sometimes you don't always hear the other person's verse. You just gotta lay your verse and just hope for the best. You feel me? But what else we gonna be talking about on here, man? We really gonna be talking about everyday life, regular shit that occurs. You know, this is America, a place where a lot of shit happens. You know what I mean? You got the racial inequalities. You got the Black Lives Matter. You got the cops shooting motherfuckers and getting away with it. Like, you got a lot of stuff going on out in the world that we're going to talk about. We're going to do our best to restore order. You feel me? We're going to speak on a lot of shit. Like I said, it's still going to be about giving a platform to people. So we're going to find ways to incorporate different people into this that might need a voice or might need a platform to get their shit off. Whether it's putting a clip of their music in, or not even just a clip of their music, but possibly like a music video. You know, whether it's giving somebody an interview when other people won't fuck with them. Like, we're going to definitely talk about a lot of shit on here that needs to be discussed. So, I haven't figured out yet which days I'm going to be dropping episodes. Like, I'm just going to be compiling episodes, putting them shits together, and, you know, we just going to drop them shits. We're going to test the waters to see if the people fucking with it. And that's it. Like, you know, I haven't even thought of a name for this shit. Like, I don't even really, to be honest, I really don't even care to name this shit. Like, this shit just going to be my podcast, NoMercyTV Podcast. You feel me? Like we'll do the whole name shit later. You know, I don't want to. I hate to sound like fucking Mr. Mood Music. We'll name this podcast later, and shout out to him. His podcast is fire. You know, he got a lot of key things that he's doing there that's dope. But I don't want to, be sounding like the next man. But sometimes you don't have time to name a podcast. You just want to just throw this shit out, like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing, throwing my shits out. And when I decide a name I'm gonna have for this shit, then I'm just gonna have a name. But aside from that, we just gonna be talking our shit, getting right. And I pretty much ran out of things to talk about. Like, what the fuck else is there going on in the world to discuss right now? This is just the intro anyway. Like, this ain't nothing for me to really be on trying to come up with fucking formula right away. But we definitely gonna discuss some shit, and I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. No Mercy, Trap New York, NoMercyTV.com. Bow.